Okay, Greg, let's talk about what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, we're seeing the strong storm still moving through. No active warnings as of yet. That could change, though. We do have a couple of areas that we're watching for some pretty strong storms, maybe some hail associated with those, some gusty winds as well, and certainly frequent lightning. We've been seeing that with this line of storms as it continues to march its way across North Texas. Let's get you on out and show you what it looks like on radar around the Metroplex. We talked about Tarrant County. Had that line of storms move through parts of Tarrant County a little bit earlier. It's off to the east now and a little farther south. I do want to talk a little bit farther, talk about what's happening a little farther south of Dallas as we get down into Ellis County. So this is where we have the strongest part of this line of storms right now. Likely going to be looking at some hail. No warning associated with this, but as you head right down I-35 from Waxahachie down to Italy right now, that's going to move over toward Ennis. Likely going to have some hail associated with this, some gusty winds and some heavy rain. But again, no active warnings associated with this part of the storm. And the same heading into Hill County as well. We'll zoom in on that area too. You see around Whitney right now, moving a little farther to the east. That's going to get over into Hill County as well, moving over toward Hillsboro. Likely some hail associated with this, frequent lightning and those heavy downpours. And that's the southern end of this line of storms. And you see how long the line is as it continues to march its way off to the north and east, out toward Greenville, Terrell, all the way down into central Texas here this morning. So we'll continue to see this line moving through, making steady progress off to the east. And that severe weather threat does remain as well. So we'll talk more in detail about that for you coming up here in just a little bit too. But here's our timecast taking us through the morning commute. The showers and thunderstorms continue to work their way east as we head toward 9 o'clock, late morning. I do think things begin to settle down across the area as all the storms move on into East Texas and portions of Arkansas and the Midwest that we'll talk more about as well. But for right now, taking you out to Fair Park, had some heavy rain moving right through downtown Dallas about an hour or so ago. 72 degrees there right now. Those winds are going to be a little gusty. The temperatures will start to cool down once that front moves through. Look at those upper 50s for Denton right now at 59, 56 heading out to Decatur, but still very warm and humid out ahead of that, those mid and upper 70s here this morning. So here's your day planner. The showers and thunderstorms as we head towards 7 o'clock do start to taper off, and we'll have some partly sunny skies for that drive home later today. Looks a lot better for us. We'll have those northwest winds that should begin to relax as well, as we'll have those temperatures in the lower 70s later on today. But another look at radar, and we'll talk more about that severe potential for the rest of this morning coming up. But now let's check those roads this morning. Back over to Deshara.
All right, Greg, thank you. 6:01 on the clock, folks. If you're just joining us, we've had issues widespread across the Metroplex, and many of those still ongoing in Dallas County. We want to first start off with the issues that are newest to our area. You can see, again, as Greg has already mentioned, that rain moving off toward our east, but that doesn't mean it hasn't impacted those roads already in and around Dallas County. Multiple issues working along LBJ as you're trying to make your way up toward the high-5 this morning, moving up toward the Richardson area. A couple of those problems that I've been focusing on. Southbound 35E at Camp Wisdom, one of our newest issues, and I actually have a live look at that one on our cameras as they continue to cycle here. This one actually cleared out 35 right at 635 LBJ Farmers Branch area. That was an issue we have been watching pretty much most of the morning. Westbound I-20 in those left-hand lanes as you move through parts of Grand Prairie, we did have some ponding off to the left-hand side. This is that issue 35E, again, moving southbound. Right at Camp Wisdom, several lanes blocked. That right lane barely squeezing by on that right-hand side. So if you have to head southbound Oak Cliff, Dallas area, make sure you're aware of that one. Also, westbound I-30, this one was moving past Jim Miller, trying to get into downtown Dallas. It looks like that one started to clear up, but of course, sometimes it could be out of our camera shot that we have available to us. And again, I told you that one in Farmers Branch has cleared. Again, just a reminder, if you do have to be out in some of these areas where that rain is still coming down, make sure you have those wipers on, get those headlights on as well. Got a lot more to tell you about as far as accidents are concerned, and maybe a few things you need to know if you do have to head out. I'll get to that next time around. For now, they'll want to send things out to Chris Sadeghi. Chris, I know you were along I-30. Where are you now, and what does your drive look like?
Yeah, Deshara, we are still on I-30, but we flipped around. We're heading back westbound towards Dallas. We know that this is a route a lot of our viewers take in their morning commute, so we wanted to show you the situation before you head out, especially now that we're in that 6 o'clock hour and more people will be getting out on the roads. We're seeing a few more cars, also seeing a lot more brake lights, which is good. That means people are taking it slow. The rain coming down a little bit, but not near as hard as it was when we were right on the front of the line. That line has passed off. It is headed east right now, so you shouldn't have to deal with that heavy rain that we saw a little bit earlier, but still the wet roadways can be an issue. It can cause that ponding. When you have cars come by, they can splash that water up on you, cause you to kind of slip and slide. So definitely still a morning where you want to take caution, leave plenty of time if you're getting out on the highways. We will continue to update this situation on I-30 and some of those major highways just to show you what you're going to be dealing with on your commute this morning. But as for that system, that front, I mentioned that it was heading off to the east. Suzanne Bruner is in Terrell out there. And Suzanne, has it passed by you yet? I think the last time we talked to you, you were in the thick of it.
Yeah, Chris, good morning. The rain has been coming down out here in Terrell for nearly an hour now, and as that has picked up, so has the lightning. We've seen the lightning go off here very, very recently. We've seen quite the show, actually, and along with that, windy conditions. I don't know if you guys can see that. Dozens of birds in these trees. We've been hearing them all morning long. They seem to like the view as well. But that is really what we're seeing out here right across Interstate 20. We're in this covered portion of this gas station, and at some points the rain is coming down very hard. It's also lightening up, so we can really hear it around us. The roads are certainly wet, so as Chris mentioned, you definitely want to take it easy on the roads as the morning continues on. But we'll keep an eye out here in Kaufman County, and we'll send things back to you, Mark.
Okay, Suzanne, you know, we've mentioned several times this morning we are in the heart of severe weather season, kind of year-round in Texas it feels like, but always a good reminder to download the WFAA app so you can track the radar and any crucial weather alerts right in your area, free to download in your app store.